Hi scientists, today is your Light Designs graded assignment. Check out this cool image of a reflection I found. Hint, hint, you might be doing something with reflection today. So make sure first, oops, no. Okay, first you are going to need your reading text pages where it says opaque objects on it. You will need that. That is going to help you with the last part of your graded assignment. Also, you're going to need your vocabulary pages so that you can access reflection and refraction. Finally, you will probably need your rainbow wavelengths because we are going to ask you a question about that. Make sure all of these things are out and then you will be ready to go. All right, on your Light Designs front page, make sure your first name and your last name is on your paper. Then, what hour do you have science? Your teacher will write in the score that you receive. There are 10 points possible on this graded assignment. Let's take a look at how that is broken down. On the front, you have to draw a picture of refraction. Refraction, that is 1 point. Then you have to explain your refraction picture. Why does your picture show refraction? That is 1 point. You also need a picture of reflection, 1 point, and an explanation of why your picture shows reflection, 1 point. On the back, your wavelengths with color, ROYGBV, from longest to shortest, 2 points. Explanation of why we see colors in opaque objects, 2 points, and using of color and your work is neat so that your science teacher can read everything you write and grade it accurately. That is 2 points. Okay? All right, let's get started. Number 1 is all about refraction. So if I were you, I would have out your vocabulary on refraction and even maybe a lab that we did on refraction. You are going to draw a picture here of something that shows refraction, okay? It cannot be a ruler in water because we did that in science class. But if you can think of something else of where a wave would bend, you can draw a picture of that here. Then you are going to write an explanation about why your picture shows refraction using all of the words in the word bank below. So you are going to start out by saying, my picture shows refraction because, and you have to use the words bend. You have to use the words refraction, which you probably already did if you used a sentence starter. You have to use waves. You have to use air and water or another medium. For example, maybe you did air and glass or air and plastic. If you did air and water, that is okay, but you have to use those words here. And your object, what is your object going through when it goes through air and water? Remember, you cannot use a ruler, okay? Pause the video, draw your picture, and write your explanation. Press play when you're ready to go on. All right, students, now it's time to think about reflection. Think about our flashlight and mirror lab that we did the other day. You're going to draw a different picture of reflection. Think of a real world example of reflection. It cannot be a mirror and a flashlight, and it cannot be a mountain on a lake, but you can draw anything else that you can think of that can reflect. You're going to draw a picture of it here and then explain why your picture shows reflection using all of the words below. You have to use the words bounce. You have to use the word reflection. You have to use the words light waves and your object. What is your object that you're using to reflect? In science class, we used a mirror. Some of you used a toy car. Some of you used a pencil, and we did that lab. Okay? You need to choose a different object. Press pause, do your picture and sentence, and press play when you're ready to go on. All right, students, next. This is where you're going to draw your wavelengths in the boxes of colors. Remember, you're going from longest with the red to shortest with the V. Okay, longest to shortest. So don't forget, students, to do your rest position in the middle, just like we did in our notes. The rest position goes here. Then you're going to draw your waves. What do they look like for a red wave? What do they look like for an orange wave? A yellow wave, a green wave, a blue wave, and a violet or purple wave. Draw them, use color. Press pause and play when you're ready to go on. Okay, students, finally, you are going to explain why we see color. Explain why we see colors in opaque objects. Use all the words in the word bank below. This is where you're going to want your text pages, page 110. We circled and underlined some things. You have to explain why we see color in opaque objects. So you're going to start out. I see color in opaque objects because, and you're going to use the words reflected, white light, absorbed, shines, opaque object, and color we see. If you use all these words, you understand why we see color in opaque objects. When you are finished, you are going to turn your work in after you use color to show your pictures are colored and everything is neat. If you have questions, check in with your science teacher. Good luck, everybody!